So welcome to a brand new webisode. I am breaking all the rules of distracted driving. And yet, I'm still driving perfectly safe. I only have one hand on the steering wheel. I am paying attention to where I'm going, even though I know out of my periphery I have a camera in my hand, which in and of itself is part of distracted driving right now. But see, what's amazing, and we talked about this earlier in the week with distracteddriving.com, is there are three different types of distracted driving. You have the visual, being distracted by things that you see around you. You have the manual, taking your hands off the wheel. And then you have the cognitive, not thinking just about driving. I'm pretty much breaking all three, and oddly enough, still perfectly safe for me to drive on the road. Why is that? Because I'm a human being, and I'm capable of doing two things at once, even driving around in my car while distracted. It's amazing how that happens. Most of this comes back to that whole mentality of the individual who thinks that they are smarter than you, and those are the ones that are going and crafting the legislation to take away more of your freedoms and liberties. Now, that's not to say you should be driving around distracted. I shouldn't be looking at the camera. And there are probably those that would say I'm gone too far in my distracted driving. However, I still go to point out that this is still perfectly safe, and I'm not going to crash or run into anybody. Today we were discussing the whole cyclovia movement and this first, what was it, the Street Alliance, right? Just this ridiculous notion of individuals that want to get rid of cars on the road. And I'm in my neighborhood right now, up on the northwest side, and I want to show you something. In this, on this website, Street Alliance, right? Free Street Alliance, or I can't remember what it was. It was so stupid. They say that our roads have evolved to where the only way you can traverse them is with a car. Well, that's not true. For one, there are sidewalks, we have crosswalks. We're a pretty bike-friendly city in themselves. But they had this idea where they want the streets to be free of cars. Okay? They don't want any cars on the road. It's just this ridiculous notion where they want you walking or biking everywhere. Anyways, let me show you something. If you have something like that, if you have these free streets, cyclovia events promote this, where they block off all the cars, people just ride their bikes and walk around and all this. If you actually had that, this is what you would end up with. You ready? You'd end up with this. Vacant lots, no houses, because nobody would want to live there. Because that's not sustainable. It's all about pushing agendas in the end, influencing the city council to adopt more ordinances so that they have more power and influence into your life and their community. They pick and choose what they want to use to push their agenda. Open space, city streets, cutting off cars, anti-car, no toys with Happy Meals, environmental movement with global warming, the civilizers movement. They're really, really good at what they do. Thankfully, we're kind of good at what we do as well. So there you go. There's a brand new webisode. My battery's almost dead. Hope you had a good time watching. I'm going to drive home less distracted. I'm going to crank the music really loud, though. Bye.